Off we go from SoFi Stadium.
Seven Pirates! Cup 19! Cup 19!
Right to the air is Willis. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
18 Rattler, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60.
Willis looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Duggan to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
To throw, here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Duggan. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18, 5 in.
Willis looks to pass it here. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Duggan now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, normal double coverage reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice game.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with... take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Duggan. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw is Duggan. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward
pressure comes and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Duggan will look to throw this. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Willis on the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, they took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McGill, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second and 11 now. Duggan looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, McGill, he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, McGill, even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Dugan. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
70 Lions.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll run on first down. McGill, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, Dugan. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, Willis to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Motion left, Cup.
18, Rattler, 8, Dragon, 60.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis.
Steps away.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Off play action. Dugan. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
McGill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake. Dugan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other. Quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Cardinal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Willis to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger. And there's your end result right there. Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McGill. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st down, Dugan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2nd down, goal to go.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
One final try here for Willis. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. A fun, close ball game comes.